very good evening, viewer. You're most welcome to the NILEcast on West Nile Television, where we give you the daily news bulletins of the day, every day from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. My name's Okumaringa Christine. Before we dive into any of the stories, let's first have a look at the news making headlines today. In the headlines tonight, former Archbishop Dr. Luke Orombi reminds Christians to live ambitious lives. Residents share the memory of fearless battle for freedom. And in sports, Mvara SS humiliates Onduparaka FC in friendly clash. This and more in the NILEcast News Bulletin. A very good evening again, via you're most welcome to the NILEcast on West Nile Television. Now let us dive into some of the stories of the evening. His Grace Right Reverend Dr. Henry Luke Orombi has urged the Christians in Greater Nebi to always walk in the light, the truthful light, and shun the evils of darkness. He made this remark during his sermon at War Aluka Secondary School, War Town Council, on the 5th of April 2024. Alfred Jawok reports more.
Prior to the celebration of 39th anniversary of Waraluka Secondary School in Zombo District, the retired Archbishop Church of Uganda, His Grace Dr. Henry Luke Orombi, has reminded Christians in Greater Nebi to always walk in the truthful light and shun darkness of evils. While giving his sermon at Waraluka Secondary School, Wartan Council, Zombo District this morning, Orombi noted that whoever accepts Jesus Christ shall be enlightened, and for one to have moral authority over leadership must be the light of the community. He added that many Christians do not have ambitions for progress in their lives.
If you don't have ambition, you will be born in the Babaras man. You will also grow in the Babaras man. And you will die in the Babaras man. And your children will inherit Babaras. But our God wants us to be ambitious. To see higher. To see better. What our fathers gave us, we should not give to our children. Let's give them better education. Better training. To compete with the Uganda of today. Stop asking. Then tomorrow, lift your parents. I see Westerners doing that. They take their parents to Kampala, to Nakasero, to IHK, to very good hospitals, and they give them treatment. And they eat well.
Orombi applauded the leadership of Aluka Secondary School for the improvement of the school without giving up easily. He further advocated for good parenting and nurturing of children in a godly manner.
Without giving up. The teachers, the administrations, the parents, you never give up. You never give up. Now you are giving us a record number of students in this place. You have boys, and you have girls, in a tune of coming to us 700 students. Because you're determined. Past leaders, your determination has been paid. The community, thank you for your support. Thank you for your support.
Waraluka Secondary School was established in 1985 as a community school and later accorded to be a government-aided school. In 2023, Uganda Certificate of Education examinations, Waraluka Secondary School obtained 9 first grades and emerged the best in Zombo District. Alfred Jawok, West Nile TV, NILEcast.
And more in our stories. Madi Students Union took an initiative to distribute sanitary pads to to curb the situation in which is affecting the girl child education. This comes as a result of the increase in the adolescent dropout rate caused by poor menstruation management. Onzima Alan reports.
As dropout rate among learners, particularly adolescent girls, due to menstrual management is on the rise, Mahdi Student Union took an initiative to distribute sanitary pads to curb the situation, which is affecting girls' education. Speaking to journalists at K1 Primary School in Ajumani District, Mengwi Ruku Maria Goretti, Secretary for Mahdi Student Union, said they took the initiative to distribute the sanitary pads so as to help young girls, especially the candidates who are vulnerable, to complete their studies.
One reason as to why we started this activity is we looked at the rate of school dropout of girls due to lack of sanitary pads during their menstrual periods, and realized that it is during this period where most of the girls stay back home and fail to concentrate in schools. And that is one reason as to why we have decided to take this initiative right from last year to this year, and we hope to continue with this initiative and reach out to every vulnerable girl, most especially those in the candidate class, so that we are able to keep them in school and ensure that they concentrate in their books and perform well.
Vusia Rafael, the head teacher, K1 Primary School, appreciated Mahdi Student Union for their kind support to the learners, saying it will help in fighting the high rates of dropouts from school.
And we are very, very happy for the Mahdi Student Union for the support they have given to our learners, because these learners sometimes they are from vulnerable families and they cannot afford this sanitary pads easily. Therefore, the support they have given to support the girls is very, very welcoming, and it will reduce the dropouts and retain these girls in the class.
Miss Anzo Joyce, senior women teacher at K1 Primary School, thanked Mahdi Student Union and urged them to continue supporting the vulnerable girls in schools so that they can continue with their studies and achieve the goals.
I'm very happy to the Mahdi Students Association for the support they have given to our girls. We hope the support they have given is going to help our girls to minimize absenteeism, dodging classes during the menstrual period. And we know that their parents sometimes have weaknesses to support them calmly with the sanitary pads. So giving them sanitary pads will help them. Even the parents too will appreciate. So we hope they will continue with this support, and the challenges we have faced will definitely be reduced.
The Mahdi Student Union is operational in 3 districts across Mahdi sub-region like Ajumani, Obongi, and Moyo districts. Peace Oshaki, Onshima Alan, West Nile Television, Nilecast.
And in a special feature tonight, a 91-year-old Okot Temsio Tiku, the ex-local defense unit, believed that he was part of the people who struggled for the current relative peace being experienced in northern Uganda after the LRA war. The former Minister for Finance for Acholi district during the Obote I government, who is currently a resident of Lomo district, shared with West Nile Television his experience in some few battles he fought side by side with the young ones that forced Joseph Kony out of Uganda. Stephen Okello has more.
Given its proximity to South Sudan border, Paloga village was one of the major escape routes of LRA from Uganda to South Sudan, as well as their entry to the country. The magnitude of atrocity done by Joseph Kony, the leader of notorious Lord Resistance Army, and his men was unbearable to the locals in Paloga by then.
People were only thinking about life, because life was a danger. Because this man, if he gets you, you are to be killed or beaten.
Temshe Okot was also abducted and beaten by LRA to coma.
Actually, me, myself, I was kidnapped by them and I was tortured, seriously, beaten.
This forced many, like Okot, to welcome the government ideas in 1993 to constitute a local defense unit, locally known as Boys, to help UPDFs smoke out LRA from the region.
Well, we were angry that we should help ourselves. The government told us, if we said this man will kill us all, we must take arms, bow and arrow, and he will supply those who are capable, who could use the gun to go and join our group so that we just gone away of Jolly.
According to Okot, the current relative peace being celebrated now in northern Uganda was the fruit of their labor. Okot remember some of the fearless battles they encountered while serving as LDU in the current Lamont district.
The battle was, we fought in Padibe here, in our road here, Padibe, Labayango, very fiercely. And we fought in Lututu, Patika, where we lost a lot of soldiers.
According to Okot, as the region continued battling to recover after the prolonged war, life is much better and is glad to be part of the people still witnessing despite his age.
People are now being aware, they are now waking up to see for themselves what is good and what is bad. The experience is telling them what happened in the past. They don't want to repeat that thing again.
Despite gun silence in the region, the church is facing a lot of difficulties in battling the mental well-being of the Acholi community, especially in the rural area.
Before the war, as I see at Acholi as a community, people used to be very friendly and then lovely in the way they relate with their brothers, their people, their community members. Because all I know is that Acholi, just standing on that one same name, even when you come from different parts of Acholi land, when you meet together anywhere in the country, whether in another district, we look at somebody who is an Acholi as a true brother. But then now, to me, I see it is not like it those days today. One of the impacts of this war is the Acholi people, in fact, still today have bitterness in their hearts. The level of, for example, violence, including gender-based violence, domestic violence, we are not like today. You see people divide against land, even killing each other when it comes to issue of land, for example.
Many have no respect for clergymen. They tend to camouflage in the presence of the clergymen with fear.
Face-to-face contact, they don't say anything evil or bad against the religious leaders. But then even without them, or when they're not there, you could hear what the community say about the religious leaders. That means they don't respect them.
However, Reverend Simon noted that economically, after a series of community engagement and preaching on economic empowerment, the region is picking up. According to Reverend Simon, Village Saving and Loan Association is proving to be the epicenter for development in Lamont district and beyond.
Village Saving, yes, business, small loan, whatever. Almost every Christian community, every community, in fact, has this group. In all the villages, they meet, they collect money, and that money, you can borrow it, so long as you will pay back at the time they want with some interest.
Enhancement of this progress requires the effort of both government and private sector.
I've been training them the selection of high-value crops. The green gold, that is rice. In Noya, people grow rice. The price of rice has stabilized over a period of 10 years, even 12 years. The price range is not much. So people here didn't know how to grow rice.
According to Johnson Nyero, government and its development partners should prioritize building the capacity of religious leaders on decent work and economic development, which is the Sustainable Development Goal number 8, to help trigger down its to the local people at grassroots.
Above all, in this region also, women are very, very religious, more religious than men. So when you boost up the economy of women, you are boosting up the whole family.
Alimo Chan Grace, a female youth councillor of Paloga sub-county, says being closer to church, women in Paloga is slowly picking up in business, and few have started owning some property in the trading center.
Men who have built, the one I know, there are only 3 who have built out of their sweating. Yes, the most I know, there are 3, but others they are struggling, even paying school fees for their children and doing all other domestic work.
As northern Uganda continues struggling after the prolonged war between Lord Resistance Army and Uganda government, at grassroots, people have started slowly picking up the recovery process. Stephen Okello, for West Nile Television, Nilecast.
Good evening, viewers. You are most welcome for today's edition of Nilecast Sports News. My name is Oraku Benson Pastore. Let's kickstart our stories with what is happening within the region of West Nile. As yesterday, we saw Mbore Senior Secondary School shocking the whole world by beating Onduparaka Football Club by 2-0. This is a team that plays in FUFA Big League. They have used the game as a test to test the capabilities of these players ahead of the tournament called Zonal Championship that is hosted by St. Charles Luanga in Koboko. Let's have the combined story.
As a preparatory match to the Senior Secondary Schools Championship kicking off on Monday next week, Mvara Senior Secondary School, the champions of Arua City, thrashed West Nile Giants on the Onduparaka Football Club 2-0 in the friendly game that was played on 4th of April 2024. The game that took place at Arua Kwa PTC grounds saw both sides filling in their best players to face each other, but however, to the disappointment of the fans, Onduparaka Football Club had only 4 attempts with none on target for the entire 90 minutes. Meanwhile, Mvara SS, on the other hand, had 4 attempts with 2 entering the back of the net, driving the fans crazy. Bogere Mustafa, the assistant coach of Mvara SS, is excited about the results, which he says is a test for them ahead of the regional games.
I'm really very excited for this game. We won 2-0 against Onduparaka, a very big club, which will really bring a lot of confidence in my boys going into regional league. We won the trophy last year. We went there. We never performed to our expectation, but this year I believe we won the trophy. We are bringing it home.
However, efforts to get comments from the technical team of the FUFA Big League side were futile, as they declined to comment on the game. Jackson Habrus, the team captain of Mvara Senior Secondary School, assures the fans of success in the forthcoming Regional Senior Secondary Schools Championship, slated to kick off on April 8th of 2024 and will be hosted by St. Charles Luanga and Koboko Municipality.
I'm so happy for it because we won the game. You know, beating a big club like Onduparaka, especially the team that is playing big league, is such a big task. But if you're able to do it and keep a clean sheet on it, it is far much better than we expect. Since we are coming closer to the tournament, especially that is the regional league inter schools, I hope the fans will be expecting more for us being the champions of the post-primaries Arua District, Arua City competition.
Afayo Santori, the assistant captain of the school, emerged as the man of the match, after display of brilliant performance.
And what I can say about the regional is our fans, I think for our preparation, we can go up to final. And for today's win, I don't have much to say. It is so happy as I'm one of the squad. We did expect this one, but though it happened, to beat such kind of team in big league, it is also embarrassing. And also about the regional again, I'm so happy. I think last year we went up to the regional, but we end up in quarter-final. At least this year we are going up to the final.
Farish Majid, Oraku Benson Pastore, West Nile TV, Nalka Sports.
In more of our stories, as the ongoing Eid Cup in Arua City advances to knockout stages, one of the questions is, has Elgon United FC become new hope of West Nile football because of their brilliant performance in the ongoing Eid tournament? Let's have the story. The question right now stands whether Elgonia United is now the new hope of West Nile football. This comes after showcasing brilliant performances in the ongoing Eid Cup in Arua City at Barfa Stadium. The team has ever nurtured some of the talented players that have played for some of the best clubs in West Nile region, such as Agao Rashid, who played for Ondoparaka Football Club, and other various clubs he has featured for in the region. Today, Elgonia United progressed to the semi-finals of the tournament after penal shootout win over Naja in one of the quarter-finals after the normal time had ended in a draw. It is the second time the team is playing in the Eid Cup. Last year they managed to proceed to the semi-finals, but this year the target of the team is to win the trophy and register in the forthcoming Arua City 4th Division League. Different stakeholders have shared their happiness after the team's progress to the semi-finals.
The games have been very, very hard. It's a struggle. We're not alone. There are many teams. They all want to reach the finals. But we have been trying our best. According to me, I have the best team. From the group stages, I think we won 2 games. We lost 1. And we proceeded to the next stage, which is the quarterfinal. Again, we won in penalties. We are now planning for semi-finals. The last edition of the game we played, in the tournament, we lost in semi-finals in penalty shootouts. But this time we are focusing to reach the finals, and we believe we are going to make it.
If you look at this team of ours, generally, it has been the discipline. All the players are disciplined, the teamwork. You know, our fans, they have been pushing us through. There have been a lot of up and downs, especially in our second game. We lost it. We lost 2-1 to Moobs, and it was a tough one for us to take. But we managed to collect ourselves, and we tried to win against. That was Meza yesterday. That win had to push us forth for this quarterfinals. And if you look at this game, we won in the penalties. It was a tough game, though it was with a lot of challenges, but we managed to win the game. In penalties, anything can happen, but we tried our level best. The technical team has been behind us, the fans, the management, everyone has been pushing us forward. That's why we managed to move this forth.
Initially we started as a team that only participates in Eid Cup. So this is giving us momentum to ensure that we can actually register for the 4th division in the coming years to come. But the guarantee I can give is that only entirely Elgonia, this is the hub of local talent in football. We have had players here like Agao who have really played very good football. He's one of our assistant coaches, and they have not made it to the to the top. So this is going to be the beginning. That's why I told you this is the new dawn in football in Arua. Right from the fans to whatever we're doing in nurturing them, maintaining them. You look at the team we have, a very young team, talented, playing most beautiful football that you can be showcased in the Eid Cup. So definitely we're committed to ensuring that we get this done. And as Elgonia, we're going to nurture this talent. We will train them, take them through the right processes.
The reason why I choose Elgonia, I saw there's a spirit of unity among themselves. That's why I'm behind them. They really have that respect. There's also team spirit with them, because since we started with them day one, they've been united with me. Sometimes back, I hope I also meet them for some issues. I've shown they are so cooperative. That's why I'm moving together with them. Paka last. We're all doing that because of unity. We want to love Arua representing Uganda.
The finals of this year's 8 Cups shall be played on 80-day celebration in a venue yet to be communicated. Oraku Benson Pastore, Farsi Majid, West Nile Television, Nile Sports News. Still in more of the stories within the region of West Nile, Biaya Senior Secondary School from Ajuman District continues to prepare for the upcoming regional zonal championship that will be hosted by Koboko District. Last season, they finished as runners-up after losing the final into the hands of Moyo Senior Secondary School that was in girls football. Let's take a look at the story. As the date for Western Secondary School ball games for both boys and girls draw closer, different schools have started their preparations towards the competition. Biaya Secondary School girls, who emerged as the champions of Ajuman District Girls Football Games after defeating Ajuman Model Secondary School by 4-0, is another school that is in massive preparation. Mawadri Emmanuel, assistant coach Biaya Secondary School girls team, says his team was beaten last year in regional ball games final, but hopes for a better result this year.
I'm sure we shall be heading to Koboko for the regional, but let me assure my people and the fans of Biaya who are supporting us and the teachers, we are ready for the game. As we shall be going to Koboko, we are ready. This is not our first time to qualify for regional league. This last year we are knocked out from the final by that is Moyo. Right now, we are sure that we are going to pick the trophy. Yeah.
Samira Mania Norin, the team captain Biaya Secondary School girls football, says they are ready for the regional ball games which will be played in Koboko next week. Since they lost last year to Moyo Central Secondary School girls, promise they are going to do something for Juman District this year in Koboko.
As we play the game, we are the champion of the post-primary game, and we have confidence that we are going to take the trophy from Koboko. Because last year we lost the trophy from Moyo Central, but this time around we are not going to let the trophy. We are going to come back home with the trophy. And as my prayers, they have that confidence, we are all going to come with the trophy.
Anzo Immaculate, the goalkeeping player, says they are well prepared for the game and believes the school will perform well at the regional tournament.
By name, I'm called Anzo Immaculate. I'm from the secondary school. We have started our training since the tournament of post-primary ended. Right now we are training to go for regional games. We are well prepared. We promise to the Ajuman District. We are going to try our best to come back with the trophy. As well, as you can see behind me are our girls player. They're also ready, training, so that we can go and achieve our goals. We promised the Madi, let me say like we promised for the some region of our Madi district, of Madi in Ajuman District. We will come back with the trophy.
Girls of Biaya Secondary School last year 2023 went up to the final of regional secondary school game competition but was beaten by Moyo Central Secondary School in the final, but hopes to do well this year in the same competition, which will be hosted by St. Charles Luanga Senior Secondary School in Koboko. Oraku Benson Pastore, Onzima Alan, West Nile Television, Nile Sports News. To wind up today's edition of Nile Sports News with me, let's have the highlights of what is happening in Europe. Cole Palmer, who was a boy at Manchester City, is proving to be a man at the team of Chelsea because of his brilliant performances for the team of Chelsea. Each and every game he plays for the team of Chelsea, you always see his impact for the club. Yesterday, he banged the hat-trick against the almighty team called Manchester United, as we saw them edging out Manchester United by 4-3. And that one gives slim advantage for the team of Chelsea to see that they fight for European slot advantage. But for UEFA Champions League, the business is already done. There is no chance for them to qualify for the slot of UEFA Champions League. Maybe they will have to battle with the teams like Manchester United. You talk about Spurs, Brighton and Hove Albion, West Ham United, Newcastle, to see that they either finish in Europa League slot or as in Europa Conference. That one wasn't the only game played yesterday night. Liverpool cannot let it go easily into the hands of Manchester City or as Arsenal, as they produce the magical moments against the team of Sheffield United, to see that they beat Sheffield United 3-1 to return on top of the log of English Premier League table. With that, we are closing. Let's link up again tomorrow.
And that viewer marks the end of the Nilecast only on West Nile Television. Thank you always, viewers, for taking the time to be with us from the beginning of the Nilecast to the end of the Nilecast only on West Nile Television. Please stay